Hi guys, this is me Gunjan and today on the Goof Woman channel हम बात करेंगे about the 7 habits that you need to have in your life and I think that the kind of person that you are and the kind of person that you want to become उन दोनों में बस एक ही difference है and that difference is habits because habits या वो आदतें आपको वो इंसान बनाती हैं. So let's figure out अगर इनमें से कोई भी ऐसी आदत है that you already have or the ones that you can incorporate in your life. Let's start with that. Which are the 7 ones that I think are super important in your life? The first one is to stay inspired. Now I feel like somebody who wants to get somewhere has to have a vision where they're getting. And to get that vision, it's very simple. Like एक time था when we had to read autobiographies. There was a time when we had to read motivational books and you can still do that and you should still do that. You have to read about people, their interviews, their life journeys because that is how you create that vision of what you want. And secondly, I think social media is around us and it's become pretty easy to stalk people. And I think that's what you have to do. You have to find people who come with the same challenges जो आज आपकी ज़िंदगी में है. If you think that you're financially not stable, then find somebody who actually had no money but made it in your field. Somebody who becomes your role model. And role model can be people who are just somebody who came out of the same city but is really doing well. They don't have to be the superstars, but somebody that really inspires you. They're all around us on social media. You just need to go to their timeline and see कि 3 साल पहले क्या post था and आज क्या post है, and that will give you a lot of clarity of how the process is and how transformations really happen. Having said that, that's our first inspiration. The second one is write. Now it is one of the most important things. I think people who write can achieve anything. And why do I say that? There is a reason. There's a science behind it. Anytime we want to make something, कहाँ पर शुरू होता है? That starts in our thought world. Now the thought world and the physical world has a huge distance to cover, right? And you can cover that distance from having an idea in your thought world to then putting it in the physical world by writing it. Do you know how you've metasized that from one world to another world? And from the physical world, now for it to become a reality, becomes even more easier. अब लिखना है, but कहाँ से शुरू करना है? Now this is where I kind of divide these things. The first one is you have to write all the shit out. Like literally, अगर गंद भरा हुआ है अंदर, you can't inspire yourself. It's literally that if a cup is full of bad stuff, you need to empty that out and then put in the good stuff. So I'll say start writing all the shit, all the doubts, all your worries, just write them out and then start scrapping them off or burning them off or whatever your process is, but that is something that you can't go back to. So don't keep that. Don't make a diary out of it. Make loose sheets, tear them off and finish it because that's the thing that needs to go up. Now the second part is the big picture. Something which is your ideal world. Write about your biggest dreams, your biggest achievements that you want to do. Something just लगता है कि यार नहीं हो पाएगा. It's too far away. Write about all of that because that's what's going to shape everything. The third bit, which is very, very important and kind of difficult for people who don't know how to do, is to break them down into small, tangible results. That is a to-do list. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I have to say, people change their lives from here to here because of a to-do list. Write down your goals, break down your goals into small little things and see them turn around. Like even something like कि सब्जी भाजी खरीदना है या मुझे आज सिर्फ अपना बेड बनाना है या आज मैं सिर्फ 5 मिनट meditate करूँगा or whatever that you need in your life, that will actually result into the bigger stuff happening. So the fact is that every day, however little that you're putting in the effort, direct or indirect, on your personal self, on your professional self, you have to keep working at it. You know, have that momentum going. So that's writing. Moving on to the third one. Now, the mission statement. कोई भी company form होती है, the company comes out with a mission statement. Now, what is a mission statement? They identify themselves in 4 to 5 words in one simple line कि भाई वो करना क्या चाहते हैं कौन? And I think that is one place that you should be at in your life if you're still not. कि भाई हो कौन? आज चले गए तो क्या छोड़ के जाओगे? लोग क्यों याद रखेंगे? Or what do you want to be known as or recalled for? Find that little value that you want to be remembered for and make that your mission statement. For example, at 25, I had a midlife crisis, which made me question kar kya rahi hu. And I also realized that one of the nagging things that I had, which was very small, but the fact that I never had a good nickname. I said, why do I not have a nickname? Why do people call me not cutesy names? So I gave myself a name, but a name that also had a value attached to it. The value was that there is a lot of, like, I will achieve my dreams, I will get where I want to. लेकिन how about on that road, है ना, उसको achieve करने के रास्ते में, if I also light up the way of people, and that is why I started calling myself Jugnu. Now everybody loves calling me Jugnu, and it's a very small thing. I mean, it's foolish, it's stupid, but every time somebody calls me Jugnu, it's kind of a reminder that, oh yeah, that's my life purpose. Like, why am I down and out? Why am I worried, Jugnu? And you know, like those little things. So write your mission statement, keep finding who you are, because if you have not asked those little questions, then why are you even here? The fourth one, affirmations and chants. And I can't tell you how important this is. Kyunki now you found out what your goal is. Now you found out what you want to do. Now every day things are going to happen which will make you waver. Hai na? Big and small things, they're going to affect you. Now how will you come back to your, like you just can't, once you're on that road, you can't call it a bad day. There can't be any more bad days. Ye jo bad day wala concept hai na, this has to go out of your life. Every day is a good day. You can just have a bad moment. Now that doesn't mean that agar kuch bura hua hai, then you have to actively change it. But the fact that how quickly you rebound from it. Heard Priyanka Chopra say that one thing that she's good at that millennials are not, which is moving on. And moving on is not only in relationships, like even from bad incidents. If somebody says something to you, if something happens which was not supposed to happen, how quickly you move on from that is what will depend on that. So have your affirmations in place so that you can come back to that, to your center. You can find your center. You can chant for the bigger dream right that second. And I also say that people who are not religious, who do not believe in Bhagwan, you usually lose a parent. You usually lose somebody who was very close to them, and they become your connect to the divinity, that become your connect to the supreme power. So call out to them, and they're there. They become the angels who come and help you. So call out for that help. Chants and affirmations is that divine call out for help. So please do that and find your own divinity or religion or spirituality in your way. Next one is hustle. Now people जो लोग wait करते हैं ना for the big things to happen, I think the big things never happen. And then you just spend a lot of your time waiting. It's the small things that matter. I remember somebody telling me that it's the smallest of the actions that will create the biggest of the results. I mean, knock on every door and turn around every stone is what I had read once. And which means ki you can't wait ki opportunity kahan se aayegi. If you're sitting and judging, is this big enough for me? Then it's never going to be. Even, I mean, the fact is that every little thing could be an opportunity, and that is why you have to show up for everything. So find the smaller things and find and make your own opportunity out of those. Don't wait for the big one. Sixth is karma. The fact is that are you aligned with your karma? Are you somebody जो ये realize करता है कि मैं इतना खुद के लिए कर सकता हूँ? It's all about me, and my habits are all about me. My life is all about me. But there is something bigger than me. And if you always align yourself with that, which is that there is some way. Now, how do I explain this? The fact is ki, let's say there is a karma bank, and especially when you're going through these big transitions in your life, right? When you want to make a big change, when you want really to elevate your life from here to there, what do? You need that karma bank to assist you in that push. And वो push कैसे आएगा? You think you're a good person, तुमने कुछ गलत नहीं किया, तो things should happen for you, but it doesn't happen like that. Your scorecard is not going up just because आप कुछ गलत नहीं कर रहे. That's why you have to actively do something nice. And of course, you shouldn't do something nice because it helps you in your life, but also this is how you become a well-rounded human, by thinking about others, by doing something. So volunteering, helping, donating, whatever that you could do helps your karma, and that is how you become like a well-rounded person. And that has to be a habit of thinking more about others and less about you. There's another thing which says you can't go up alone. मतलब आप अकेले travel नहीं करते from one place to another. You take your circle along with you. You take the people along with you. Like you don't rise above alone. So your friends, your family, you have to see people who need you, who need to be elevated at the same plane as you. So take them with you, take your society up with you, and that is how going up becomes easier. The last one, and very important again, the seventh one is the circle. Now why do I say circle? The circle here is very important, that you could be at it, है ना? तुमने affirm कर लिया, तुमने plans बना लिया, तुमने सब कुछ कर लिया, तुम कर्मा भी देख रहे हो, but there will still be bad days, and you'll be like, यार मैं सब कुछ तो कर रहा हूँ, but it's still not helping, and you'll be down and out. What do you want then? You want somebody who can reflect the same path that you are on. You want somebody who can just talk the same way that you do, somebody who believes in the same values. And that is why you will have to choose your new circle now. Because the minute आप ये 7 चीजें करने लग जाएंगे, you will suddenly feel there are people who are not aligned with your goals, people who want to do different things, people who talk a different language, and you have to listen to them. That if they are not talking the same language, find the people, find the circle that talks the same language, because जिन दिनों you would want to give up. Those are the people who will not only bring you up, but also their own journey will motivate you to stick to the path. And this is all a well-rounded life that you want for yourself. Now, I'm sure some of you are already following some of the habits. Comment below. Some of you really want to take up some of the values. Comment below. And the ones who are planning to take on some values, comment below. Let me know. It's the journey. We're only getting better here, and that's what the channel is about. This is me, Gunjan. That's all from me today. Bye-bye, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Well, guys, this was a video on 7 habits that you must have in your life. This is me, Gunjan, also known as Goof Woman. And do I have to remind you? Like, share, subscribe if you like it, and tell me what would you like to know more, or if you have any more questions. I'll see you soon.